Okay, so kwa wale ambao wanatamani kuwa Superhost by October 2025, hii ni onboarding guideline yetu ambayo tunaitumia uweze kuona kwamba tuna experience ya kutosha. Kwa sasa hivi tuna manage almost 80 homes, which is a big number. My Airbnb page that I can share with you to manage virtual criteria that are very, very, very important when it comes to Superhost. And every 3 months, from assessment in a 4 big things. 5 what is left at least half and 8 stays. Okay, and the cancellation rate should be 0. This is the one which is very difficult for a lot of people to achieve, but under our guidance is possible. So this assessment is done for a period of 1 year, and this status is given every first week of January, April, July, and October. So the first thing is no cancellation at all. We strictly avoid canceling confirmed bookings. If something unavoidable comes up, always call Airbnb support and provide solid proof so that they can cancel the booking on your behalf. It will be marked as cancelled by admin. This helps protect your listings, performance, and eligibility for Superhost. If you are in need of knowing how to contact support, we have an list here. I shared it on my Instagram. Canceling also attracts fines, so never ever cancel. Always call Airbnb support. As you can see, this is one of our guests. This is one of our hosting, and they canceled this booking just some few hours after the guest had checked and booked, and of course, checking date was the same date, so it became an issue. And Airbnb nowadays they can fine you depending on the number of days that were booked and the payout that was supposed to be issued. The co-hosting structure, we listed the home under your account, and we will add us as a co-host with full access, and eventually we switch to primary host because our account is a Superhost, so it is basically able to make sure that you get enough bookings. This gives your listing more visibility and our Superhost status while still maintaining your ownership. We charge 10% payout per booking virtually for the first 3 months, or physically at least 35%, negotiable depending. Our pricing, we don't use smart pricing at all because this one messes up the algorithm. We may price the unit at or below market rate during the first few months so as to secure at least 10 bookings quickly. This is crucial for building new reviews and qualifying for Superhost. Profit is not the focus in the early phase. Auto messages. So we set up at least 4 types of auto messages. First one is the after booking one, where you would have the 4 informations that a guest needs. The guest who has booked on your apartment, or your home, you should share this immediately after they book. The map, the location, the name to use when requesting Uber, Bolt. Remember that this is the Google Map location in terms of the link, okay? And this one is the name. Which name do they use? Maybe your place is already on Google Map, or it's there's a nearby location which is on Google Map. This one also assists you to be able to ease the guests when they are requesting an Uber or Bolt in your city. Also the Wi-Fi name and the password, we call them the Wi-Fi details. Your contact and our contact also as your co-host, we should be available, or also your caretaker. Okay, this one is very important because in terms of directing the guest where you are, maybe sometimes these streets are not very clear, so the person who directed the guest or the driver of the guest. Also, there is an issue of the lockbox access code. You need to inform them the code for this lockbox, and also where can they find the key. But also, most importantly, is there are also other auto messages you can have them. For example, the after one night stay, 1 day before leaving for checkout instructions, after checkout to ask for review. Okay, photography rules. So all those photos must be taken by photographers experienced in Airbnb real estate shoots. Wedding photographers are not ideal, as many of them they're used to taking photos of humans, moving objects, and shooting a still object like a property, a real estate. So this is a different skill. So people who are photographers that are used to taking photos most of the times don't know real estate and how to take Airbnb, short-term rentals. Again, there's also a difference between those who take real estate Airbnb properties, because an Airbnb is for a guest and a real estate property is for someone who's going to buy or who's going to rent it for a long term. So ideally, someone who's renting it for a long term, they're thinking in terms of, okay, where's my fridge going to stay? Where's my bed going to stay? Maybe it's a furnished apartment. Oh, okay, how are my sheets going to be in this queen size bed? Are they going to be enough? Oh, I have a king size sheet, so there's no problem. Oh, I have sheets that are too small. I need to buy new ones, you know. So when you're shooting photos for a place that is fully furnished, the psychology of the guest who's going to, or the person who's going to look at that picture to decide is different, whether it's a real estate, meaning an empty space, or whether it's a furnished space, or whether it's an Airbnb home. So for example, there are things like you need to set your table. If you are doing a short-term rental, you need to set up your table with the plates and everything. The TV should be on. These are things that a short-term rental photographer should know them. So we also have a photography manual. I'll share it here. No guest contact before booking. This is a 6th item that we always observe. Do not share your phone number, links, or social media accounts with potential guests before their booking is confirmed. We also do not allow guests to view before booking. So no sharing of, oh, you know, my place is in Makumbusho, oh, you can come right now. Yes, we are here. No. We don't do that business, because Airbnb now, they have deployed a very, very, very powerful AI, and has deployed a very powerful AI that can block your account in a few minutes after detecting this activity. Okay, so you are only given one warning. I do remember having a very, 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 very strict warning. And the next time it happens, you are permanently blocked. Property readiness, any physical issues, example, broken appliances, leaks, stains must be resolved before listing to avoid negative guest experience. They will reflect on your account, and every day we will be opening a new account for you or relisting your house. The maximum times we want to do activity, the maximum times that we will ever open an account or do a relisting for you is 2 times only. We don't do a relisting anymore after the 2 times have elapsed, because sometimes some of the hosts that we handle properties for, sometimes they can not they don't uphold their end of the game. So we have put a maximum number of 2 times, so that everyone can be serious with this program. Guest favorite, an added advantage. If you get in the 3 months, it's good, but it's not a force for the first time. Of course, the guest favorite is one of the top ways. Okay, so there is a gold wings, and these are gold and silver wings. And this gold wings are the ones that you have a 5-star, top-notch everything. Okay, calendar management. We don't allow no friend with us, booking calendar, canceling guests, and different prices, and you make our work harder. And different and weekend pricing, I would say. We can lower your visibility and make our work harder. It's very, very true. Okay, so, but in case you want to do so, you will be responsible to block calendar manually. Any cancellation and penalties are on you. So this is what we do. In banking, we only bank with DTB Bank to be able to reduce your costs, because some of you are using other banks that really the cost is really, really high of operating this bank account. So we recommend DTB bank account. You can speak to Juma. He's a person for all our Airbnb hosts. He helps them to sort them and everything. You can speak to Frank. These are all the staff that work at in the respective banks, and we work with them, and they assist us as Airbnb hosts accordingly. I just ask for the products that I've shared here, because sometimes if maybe you have your own person at NBC Bank, they might not know the kind of products that I'm referring to here. But with NBC, it's called private banking or business banking, and with DTB, it's called a money account for women, and the savings account if you're a man. just use the other one. Electricity allowance. A lot of you don't know these things. Electricity is priced per number of days that a guest has booked. For example, a guest has booked for, let's say, 5 days. So we say every AC is 5,000 shillings per day. And if someone has booked for 5 days, so you have 3 ACs, you take 3 air cons times 5,000 times 5 days, then you get the number of the amount of money that you should put for them, which basically here is going to be how much? How much, my fellow people? 5,000 times 3 is 15,000. 15,000 times 4 is 60,000. So times 5 is basically 75,000. Yes, we're coming for 75,000, and I hope this will sort them without any issues on my side. Other than that, we are going to put we add a pre-booking, okay, clause about the meter number, how to add electricity using mobile money, and and the number of units provided you. All right, so these are the next is mandatory amenities. These are non-negotiable amenities. It means lazima uwe nazo, yani hakuna maelezo ya unajua nini, lazima uwe nazo, kwa sababu usipokuwa nazo hizi utatupa shida hata sisi kuuza property yako. So you need to have a working station, a chair and a table that actually works, you know, someone can sit there and do work, not a dining table, a chair and a working desk. Wi-Fi with the backup power, we recommend the one for Airtel, and Sasanet has it. You can call them through this number. They sell the Airtel router. Also outdoor furniture and ashtray, at least 2 chairs for guests to relax outside and to smoke. A lot of guests usually smoke. International guests usually smoke a lot. So you should need to have a place for them to be able to smoke and not to smoke inside your house. Otherwise, you'll have guests, future guests complaining about the smoke inside your house, and they won't be very happy. Core kitchen appliances, we have something called the Big Six: the microwave, the toaster, the electric kettle, the blender, rice cooker, and the cooker itself, of course. Basic breakfast, you need to provide at least fruits, apple, tea bags, coffee sachets, sugar, honey, olive oil, eggs, bread, biscuit. You can pick, or you can ask the guests. Drinking water, at least 1 or half a carton of small bottles. Quality bed set. You need to put that bed, please. Bed, white bed sheets only. The wherever can be any white. The bed sheets must be white. Aisha or brown, chole, and those two. Mattress protector, we buy them from this. I want you guys to go to Jaylene first before you buy from any other person, and then whatever Jaylene doesn't have, you can top them up with other people's stuff. But basically, Jaylene, she has most of the things. Even the good quality bed sheets, like if you tell her I'm doing Airbnb and I've been recommended to you by Judith, she will know what to give you. You know, she's the top bedding supplier now in town. Like, you know, Jaylene is like she's like the bedding goddess right now. Okay, so plus 255 65 484 888. Okay, 6 pillows per bed, pillows from Planform, smaller ones from maybe this lady called Interior Reflections. I saw her from a lady called Anita's Closet and Mysterious. She's pillows. And you can also get, I think, like a bed runner and all these fancy things. Sometimes you can even buy your own cultural fabric and go and create a bed runner na baadhi ya foronias and hizi vitu, okay? Air conditioning, mandatory in Dar es Salaam. And please don't call me for an Airbnb that doesn't have an AC na wewe mwenyewe hauna pesa kwa AC, kwa sababu AC ni muhimu sana, unless kama uko Arusha, sawa? Okay, kuna zile standing AC, kuna AC za kuinstall moja kwa moja. Kwa hiyo lakini jaribu sana kwa ile AC ya ukutani, ndio nzuri zaidi. Hot water heater mandatory in Zanzibar, in Dar es Salaam na Arusha. Modern Eastern toilet, choo cha kukaa jamani. Towels at least 2 large bath towels and 2 small. I'm also going to say you can buy them from Ismail ipo Kariakoo. So I like to share pia hawa service providers because it's only best that way. Because sometimes people go buy stuff from people I don't even know, and then like, hey, we know wapi? Niliambiwa na rafiki yangu pazuri. Rafiki yako ananunua for home, unajua. Rafiki yako ananunua vitu kwa ajili ya nyumbani kwake ambao nobody cares about quality. Kwanza anataka kutunza hela ili afanye vitu vingine vya maana, na hiyo hela labda atume mchango wa mtu, au kuna mtu anaugua anachangia kuuguza, au mama yake amemuomba hela ya ujenzi, they don't want to spend money a lot on these luxury things. Lakini someone is coming to sleep on your place na analipa hela, you need to put luxury things, okay? Lockbox and video doorbell, the former is a must and the other is subjective if to you if you are diaspora or a resident. So lockbox hii lazima uwe nayo kwa ajili ya wale guest wanafanya booking usiku wa manane. You need to have this. It's very very important. Ili usiwe na stress ya fungu kwa pia usini nini. You need to be very very settled. Washing machine from 12 kilograms so that thick bed sheets and light blankets can be washed. Okay, you need to also have cleaners. We use vetted cleaning providers like Hustler. You can check them on their Instagram. You can also hire personnel with housekeeping and hotelier training, which we highly recommend. Don't use wale watenda wametokea kijijini kwenu, sijui wale wametokea sijui mkoa gani mnajua mwenyewe, I don't want to mention here, kwa sababu wale wanakuwa hawajui biashara na wewe pia unakuwa haujui biashara. Kwa hiyo ukichanganya watu wawili ambao hawajui biashara, mnatengeneza kitu ambacho kinaitwa ni bomu. Itatupa sisi wakati mgumu sana wa kutengeneza a stay ambayo it's quality na inaweza survive in the market na catch the right kind of clients. Okay, so something else is called a wish listing. We encourage you to share your listing link with the group chat for Airbnb host. Of course, we add you to our group chat, other WhatsApp groups and status, Instagram, Facebook stories for visibility and increasing your SEO. We also share your link every morning to over 10 Facebook groups for wish listing. Ask friends, relatives to book. Ask your friends and relatives to book a test stay so that you can get honest feedback, of course, offline, and first few reviews. It's a good reviews, okay? You can get honest feedback offline. It is not a good idea to do fake reviews as we approach Superhost assessment daily. So in the past, we used to have some people tell us, Judith, nakaribia Superhost sasa nimekosa tu bookings mbili, naomba nifanye fake review. AI yao sasa hivi ina detect kiharaka sana hizi vitu. Kwa hiyo jitahidi sana usivitu, lakini pia yani hai reflect ukweli wa biashara. Kwa hiyo jitahidi sana on point ili ukae na yale fake review. Previous listings you shall open again, list 10 or list your home again pamoja, physically or virtually. This is to ensure your account is verified correctly, the KYC process is properly done, and you do have access to your email and phone number. Kuna watu wanakuja kwangu wanakuta sijui ni kitu gani, lakini labda account yake ina shida tu na nini. Sasa mimi kuanza kudili na kitu ambacho mimi sikijui huwa sipendi. So napenda kutufungua account upya mimi na wewe, and then we start this process of everything together. Okay, and I'm gonna share an Instagram link hapo na siku ndio kuelezea na iko kwenye my story. Business control changes, price, photos, amenities, cancellation policy, bookings, discussion, but under from exclusivity, we will not link your calendar with other platforms. Exactly.com. Okay, itakupunguzia visibility sana kwenye zako. Want us to list kwenye booking.com, hiyo ni extra service ambayo utalipa $100,000 to monitor your listing upande wa yani kama caretaker training plan. All cleaners, caretakers and hosts should be notified that in case of a damaged or missing item or a miss, caretaker should be trained in awe na smartphone. How wanafanya training ya wadada, so tunaanza huwa wanafanya training na kusaidia kufanya training na wadada. We always communicate with the guests. Because the guests on the Airbnb app and a very condition for you to follow. This is wengi sana aligned, and there is enough evidence in case something needs to be reported. Internal communication, we shall communicate in WhatsApp group open for our discussion so that I can share screenshots, videos, records, napenda sana video recording kwenye screen yako. For example, someone ask me, oh Judith, how do I extend the e-booking ambayo imefanyika na mteja, na muonyesha kwenye simu hapo, nafanya hivi na extend. We can have a reference for things done or not done. Phone calls huwa zinaachaga room sana kwa ajili ya lawama. Nilikwambia, niliongea na wewe, nilikwambia hivi. Sasa ukiandika inakuwa rahisi kufanya reference. Na mara nyingi sana huwa na avoid sana kupokea simu za wateja, kwa sababu simu za wateja huwa zina lead to confusion, but text, call, voice note is easier to refer to them. But for emergency, of course, we can always contact by call. Guest screening and response rate. When a guest messages, we always approve them on the chat unless we see they have negative reviews or they're not ready to host them at the time. Not approving can lead to low status. Sometimes during guest screening, we discover that a guest has not. I need to remind them about this. Lastly, bad reviews 3-star or below. For the first 5 guests, mean we appeal or delete your account is 30 fresh. Side house, child, parent, friend, cat. To protect tusingependa kazi ngumu tuliyofanya ipotee kwa kosa ya Airbnb. From our side, we also have to post responsibility. This is a place on Airbnb ambayo you can check hosting mwingine amefanya kitu gani in case kuna confusion yoyote, labda unabadilisha bei, no, block calendar. Kwa hiyo there's a place called activity login. Just go there and check what has been done by you or what has been done by us. Location pia, you must provide your Airbnb listing the location of the property to avoid guest confusion or cancellation. This will be done under our supervision. In case of error, you'll be responsible to edit or to contact support so as to rectify this. Note that Airbnb listings can't be changed location after a guest has booked, so you have to call them and to provide the following details: latitude and longitude, GPS coordinates, apartment or house number, street name, the city, state, province or region, zip or postal code, country. Review management. Reviews for guests are issued once a guest leaves your property. We also ask guests to review us some 2 days after they have left to allow them time to return back home and settle. Replying to reviews is also mandatory and important for visibility. Bad reviews 3-star or below. For the first 5 guests means we appeal or delete your account and start afresh. Review dispute is not an easy task. We need evidence and your full cooperation. Also, we do this together over WhatsApp video or Teams. Recorded and transcribed on Teams is even better because they can be recorded and transcribed according to our office procedures. Receipt and claims. Always scan and save receipts for appliances, furniture, and supplies. These are essential for insurance and or Airbnb damage claims. Also save the links from where you purchased your items. It helps with proof of pricing when you don't have a receipt ready at hand. Security and access control. Key lockbox, you can buy them from Sasanet. Smart locks or self-checking systems, for example, KeySafe, Yale, Lock, Igloo Home, you can buy them from Amazon and from other platforms. Nowadays, there are a lot of platforms online. ID verification upon arrival, this is an important one. You can use, there's a form I'm also going to share here that you can use, and you'll be able to create a copy of that form and to use it. We also take you through Tanzania's local lodging tax or business license requirements for hosts. Each host is responsible for ensuring their listing complies with any local tax licensing or legal requirements. Calendar and booking settings. We set instant booking plus no calendar blocking plus 1 minimum night plus good reviews to qualify for Superhosting faster. Turnover protocol, we add suggestions for turning over checklists for cleaners, especially for white linen, water heaters, AC fillers, etc. Ensure restocking checklist for breakfast amenities, tea, sugar, coffee, etc. is shared. So we have like a, what do we call it? Like a checklist of what to be done when a guest has booked, what should be done when a guest has checked out. There's a checklist of things, and we usually share this with our hosts. Guest experience enhancement, we use automated messaging tools on Airbnb, also Hospitable or Smart Airbnb if relevant. Of course, these ones are not free, you have to pay for them, but on Airbnb they have the free ones. We also create a guest or welcome book, manual, digital, or printed, with house rules, nearby places, emergency contacts, Wi-Fi code, etc. Emergency preparedness, add a short note on fire extinguisher, first aid kit, a contact person in case of emergency, photo rights and usage. Photos taken by our photographers may be used on social media or promotions unless you request it otherwise. Photo rights. So here we have a client onboarding checklist. Okay. Consider having a downloadable checklist. So we will share this. We usually share this with our clients. Also get the owner details, listing URL, Wi-Fi speed test, amenity availability, preferred payment method, cleaner name, contract caretakers, status trained or needs training. These are other suggested extras that we usually we discuss with the client, that you have the Airbnb anatomy. For example, if you see a green dot, it means it's a confirmed booking. If you see a red dot, it means it's a reservation and confirmed booking. Also, a point to clarify that a 4-star review does not mean a guest left a negative comment, so do not panic, please. But from a 3-star, yes, we have to panic a bit. And that is a problem. The cost of this program is very, very cheap. Very, very, very cheap. Honestly speaking, I don't even think that is something that you can think about. Oh, maybe it's very expensive, because a lot of it has already been broken down for you. A lot of things that I made mistakes on, I made errors on when I was still starting my Airbnb journey since 2018. I've been a host for a very long time. This is my 3rd account, by the way. I have another account that I've been a host for 6 years. I have another account I've been a host for. This is my third account, okay? And I wanted to show you guys my some of them in Tomaso. Nikasema, Judith, zote. Kuna mgeni mmoja ndo ameniandikia nyota 2 news, wakapewa refund kwa Airbnb, alafu mimi pia nikaomba back tena refund, karudi kwangu. It has been up and down. So kwenye wengi wamependa, unapenda all 5-star. Siona zilikuwa 86 juzi. Kuna wengine walikuwa, so this program is simple. It's $300, which is like $120 for the 10%. Okay. Okay. Also shared above, I think you saw. Important dates. Do's and don'ts, which is basically see, you're done. Those profiles that we work with, they work free. ziko huko nani Zanzibar. So I can put in order. Oh, wait. Okay, so they'll be back. And nilikuwa nasema there is someone who the 754. Okay, so basically, this is who we are. And this is what we do. Some people can say, oh, laki tatu ni hela nyingi, or 10% per payout is a lot of money. But if you look at the value that we deliver to you in the 3 months, it's a lot. It's a lot. And some of these things, we have not even written them down. They just come down to the common sense or the experience that I have gained over the course of 7 years of me doing Airbnb. So please, if you have any questions, please reach out and contact us, and we will be able to assist you.